The past 2 weeks were the craziest 2 weeks I've lived through. I'm not exaggerating when I say this. I went to school last Monday thinking that I would come back on Tuesday just like any other week. But then there was the teacher strike, which meant I could finish my video about taper, just in time to go to the final swim meet of the season on Thursday. During our whole drive across Wisconsin to the meet, events started being canceled left and right.
It turns out it's going off to everything.
The NBA made the stunning decision to suspend the season indefinitely because of the coronavirus.
The NCAA just canceled the March Madness tournament.
The MLS, the NHL, they had suspended their seasons.
Disneyland in California will be closing starting on Saturday.
Broadway shows will now close, so will the Met Opera and the Met Museums of Art.
Yes, my friends, life as we know it has been canceled.
All due to the outbreak of COVID-19, a new virus starting its spread across the U.S. As we pulled into the parking lot of our hotel in Kenosha, Wisconsin, between Milwaukee and Chicago, I got a text. The meet was off. Despite this setback, I made the most of my weekend by hosting a team dinner, breaking my taper with junk food and exercise, and went curling. With the growing threat of COVID-19, I decided to make the most of my situation by making t-shirts to sell at school on Monday. And then, at 11 o'clock in the morning on Sunday, SPPS called off school until March 27th, putting us all under quarantine. It's me from the future. Looking back on all my footage, it's not very cohesive. So next week when we do our daily summaries, we'll have specific questions that we answer each day. But for this week, just hang in there. It'll be good to look back on when this is all done. As quarantine started on Monday, we still hadn't fully embraced this new idea of social distancing. Okay, so we're on the first day of no school because of coronavirus, COVID-19. So today we started out with Bourne Avenue Boot Camp with 6 other people, a way for swimmers on Bourne to stay in shape during the off season. So we're still under the 10-person recommendation that they put out today. They meaning governments of different sorts, national level or state level. With everyone's parents beginning to crack down on the amount of contact their kids have, there was lots of communication among my friends about what was going to happen. A lot of people have started doing journal entries or that type of thing to document their time, and I thought it'd be more interesting to do a video. What are you doing, Kai?
I don't know, I just stretched my neck.
So we decided that we're gonna document our coronavirus experiences through this video.
Like Mark Watney style.
I convinced others to film their first day too.
Okay, so I'm currently in a hammock. As you can see, I have been quarantined by my mother, so I'm not allowed to go see anybody. And then when I asked her if I could go hammocking, I was like, Mom, I'm going hammocking. Don't worry, nobody else is gonna be there. She goes, not by yourself, you're not. And I'm like, what do you want from me? But I managed to convince her because I was going crazy. It's been like 4 hours. Yeah, so now here we are. I'm just chilling in a hammock. There's a street over there, which is making it kind of hard to nap. But day 1 of mother's quarantine, so wish me luck.
Hello, we are baking on our first day of quarantine. Here it is. I'm making cupcakes with chocolate chips inside and everything, and I probably used all the eggs today, which isn't really good for our situation, but whatever. There's my dog. He's getting sick of us. But yeah, it's rough.
So we're not under martial law yet.
Yet. Important word.
So basically restaurants and bars, like they only are doing delivery now, and basically all social events over 10 people are closed. So it's kind of setting in like how serious of an event this is. Like this is the biggest Kai, can you please not kick the tripod?
Okay, fine.
Yeah, because you know, personally, I think that this is the biggest historical event that I've lived through so far. More of what we did today, I made a bunch of t-shirts, which I'll show at some point. Check this out. For the spray paint fumes, I got my respirator mask.
Protects me from both coronavirus and spray paint fumes. Here's the shirt. Pull the pattern down. And go for it. Take that off. It's off. Done. Coronavirus. T-shirt.
I delivered the t-shirts. I'm about to head out and deliver the last of the coronavirus t-shirts for the day. I've been spray painting these and people seem to like them. I've sold, I think, 10 so far, so I've already made back all my money that I spent. What did you do today, Kai?
I did History Day work. I played some Minecraft. Very important step. Very important. We played a board game.
We played a board game that I won. We're playing this game as Zool right now, and I won the first game from behind, and I think I'm gonna win the second game too. Update, I did win. I have some assignments from teachers, so I worked on those today. I've heard that we maybe won't have real online class until, like, for the next 2 weeks we won't have any school, but we'll see what actually happens. I'm assuming that some of my teachers will be posting assignments. All right, I think that's it for coronavirus day 1. This is our coronavirus day 2 update. Today I started out by going for a run. We're about to do the first captain's practice of cross country in March. Quarantine.
Yeah.
Tomorrow Kai is making dinner, and the day after that I'm making dinner, so we'll have some activities to look forward to. I'm reading this book while I wait for Bourne Avenue Boot Camp to start. Later in the day, we did Bourne Avenue Boot Camp.
Yeah, lots of push-ups, lots of sit-ups, lots of pull-ups. You guys did some core work while I did some more body weight stuff.
People are talking about what school is gonna mean for the rest of this year, I guess. So far, we've had a few assignments from our teachers and a few videos from our teachers.
I haven't had any.
Anyways, but we also got notifications saying that online learning won't start until at least March 30th, if not after, because then we have spring break after March 30th for a week. So it might be another week after that before we start online learning. So it's a long time without anything to do. We have Bourne Avenue Boot Camp tomorrow morning, so we gotta go to bed. We'll update this conversation tomorrow.
Hello.
Day number 3 of no school because of coronavirus, COVID-19. Well, yesterday after we recorded our message, we learned that the US, over 1,000 cases were diagnosed yesterday alone, and it's still going up, so over 70 cases in Minnesota, so that's also fun. Today, we started out the day with Bourne Avenue Boot Camp once again. Did a nice ab workout, and we did some. So at Bourne Avenue Boot Camp today, and I convinced them to do my Wim Hof breathing method. So we'll see how this goes. They all liked except for Kai.
I'm really bad at it. I don't like it.
I did some running and another ab workout. Started at the Murray track. We just did the Corona 6-pack challenge, ab challenge, and we did a mile time trial. Now we're gonna do a 4x1 relay. It's Como versus Central plus Keith.
Hey, can you put in these people actually run. I don't do that kind of stuff, so.
Go! Alistair won it with the lean. Kai made dinner tonight.
I made dinner, I made Korean meat.
Although we did not document that. I also made a new t-shirt design. It's right over here. it's kind of setting in that we're in for the long haul with this coronavirus, and kind of wondering, like, there are a lot of people that are like already like freaking out about being bored and like lonely, and
It's a long
if they're
ways
already,
to go.
yeah, if we're on day 3 and they're already freaking out, it's gonna be, right now it's looking like we're gonna be in this for at least 1 to 2 months, if not longer, of like very minimal contact with other people, although I have been in contact probably more than I should have. Go find a nice book to read and curl up and enjoy that.
Oh yeah, I started that new Star Wars book today. It's good.
Peace out, day 3. All right, this is day 4. We can still count it on our fingers, at least. But we have kind of started blocking ourselves out from the outside world more. The past few days we had gone outside, or like gone and interacted with more people, but today I only saw 3 people that weren't my immediate family. So that was a little bit different. I was inside for most of the day. But today was actually pretty productive for me. I was on my first 2 virtual meetings. So for swimming, there's a possibility that we wouldn't end up getting to swim until September, which is a long time.
It's scary.
Yeah. We just started a new routine. We're doing 50 push-ups, 50 pull-ups, and 100 sit-ups each day. So here's the time lapse of that. Made a schedule just before we came down to record this. We laid out the different muscle groups for that we want to focus on each day. So we'll start that next week, or maybe this Saturday, because right now we're still trying to find videos that are good for all of this. I think there are now, might be 90 cases in Minnesota or something.
Something like that. It's a lot.
The US passed 10,000 cases. Yesterday alone there were over 2,000 cases, which is a lot. But the good news is that more testing is starting to get out. Also, our little cousin Carl has a fever. There's no knowing if it's actually the coronavirus or not, but their whole family is quarantining themselves for at least 7 days. Hopefully, hoping that he's okay.
I'm fighting the Ender Dragon tomorrow at 10.
So you'll see Kai fighting the Ender Dragon, and if he wins, it'll be amazing. I think that's it for today. Peace out. Day 4. Okay, so today is actually Saturday, but we're recording for Friday. We just last night, on Friday night, we were up watching Little Women, which is not actually that late, but we just didn't want to record afterwards. We were just tired, ready to go to bed. Yesterday, we started the day with Born Avenue Boot Camp. We just did some yoga in Espanol. What did you think, Sig?
Muy bueno.
Muy bueno.
Muy bueno. Oh, we also had dry land with the swim team, so that was fun. It was via Zoom. What do you think of that, Kai?
It was good. It wasn't super hard, but it was just fun.
Oh, in the evening we also played a game called Dominion.
I'm the winner.
I got second.
I won.
No, you didn't.
We also watched Little Women, so it was a good movie. You like it?
Yeah. Yeah, it was good.
So on my run this morning, normally I see more people than I can count on my run, and my first mile I saw 0 people, 0 cars. It was a little bit eerie, like it was completely silent in the neighborhood, and then over the course of the rest of my run I saw, I think 13 total people, so that was a little bit weird, just so few people out. I mean, I saw cars still, but only 13 people that weren't in a car. That's Friday, and you'll hear more about Saturday later today. It is now Saturday night.
Day 6.
Okay, so I just finished going on a run. I was with my parents for most of the time, but I passed them about the halfway point and took off. We may not be able to do boot camp in our house anymore just because we want to limit the spread of contagions. So either boot camp has to be outside, like where it's cold, or we have to just do biking, or it can be virtual. So we'll see what we decide to do. Tomorrow is just
yoga,
just yoga.
But
this morning has been pretty nice. Today's Saturday, so I want to make it a little bit different. We did a long bike ride for Bourne Avenue Boot Camp this morning. Had pancakes too, so that was fun. I did my run. I'm about to do my 50-50-100. I don't think I'm gonna do any schoolwork today, because I wouldn't normally do schoolwork on Saturday.
The scheduled Dragon Fight can go down. I eventually just did it by myself.
Yeah, we have a screen recording of Kai killing the Ender Dragon. Kai made a special thing. While he's doing that, I'll update you on the game we played. So we played a game called Agricola tonight.
Or Agricola, or Agricola. No, you didn't. Dad was the big loser.
Kai won by 1 point. It was
1 point now?
Yep, it was 37-38.
Dad was at 40, so.
Oh, never mind. Kai won by 3 points. I came in second, but it was very close.
Oh no, it went behind the...
Bring it over.
It's a disc launcher.
Ready? Launch it. 3, 2, 1.
This very well without looking at it.
Launched. So that's Kai made that today. That's from a Tinker Crate. We're entering into week 2 of quarantine, and we're ready for it. Would you agree, Kai?
Feels like the days are so long.
All right, that's Saturday. Saturday's message. Peace out. So this is Sunday.
Day 7.
It's day 7. We went on a bike ride today. We biked to Sweet Hollow Park because Kai and my dad read a book that was set here. It was a nice ride. It was very windy though, so even though it was only 16 miles, we're counting it as 20 miles. An update on the coronavirus case in Minnesota and the US. The United States now has over 30,000 cases diagnosed, and in Minnesota, as of noon today, we had 169 cases that were positive. So, and yesterday we had our first death. We didn't report that. I think next week we're gonna have to have some more structured questions so that we can do these videos better, but also be more entertaining, like don't be in the same spot each time, and record more throughout the day. Next week will be more exciting. It will be interesting to look back on this in a few years and see what life is like then and what we thought life is like now. So we'll see how this turns out. I have to find some good music to edit all this to.